Alright, boys and girls, welcome to Goring Guitar. I'm very happy to present for you Gregory Alan Isakov with a song called Mistakes. So Gregory is a very unique artist, great songs, and his lyrics has such a depth to them always. And yeah, he's one of those artists you either love him or not, so there's pretty much nothing in between. So if you are a fan of Gregory, if you love him, then this one is for you. Let's go into this tutorial Mistakes. And if you watch the fretboard here, you can see a capo set on the 4th fret. That is the best setup for us. Let's place that capo on and go through the chords. So we're gonna start with E minor first. E minor goes open E, second A, second D, open G, open B, and open E. Next chord will be G, and that goes 3rd on E, 2nd on A, open D, open G, 3rd B, 3rd E. Then comes C. So that will be 3rd on A, 2nd on D, open G, 1st B, and open E. Then you play the CB, I will call it CB. It's a transition chord, so instead of having the 3rd fret A string as the bass, now you go over to 2nd fret A string instead and have that as a bass. If you want, you can keep the 2nd fret D string. I'm thinking I'm not. I'm just go over like this, but you can also have that 2nd fret D string as a supportive note beneath. Otherwise, you're gonna play 2nd fret A, open D, open G, 1st B, and open E. That is what I call the CB in this song. And then finally we have the D. And that goes open D, 2nd G, 3rd B, and 2nd E. Alright, so we need to learn this basic strumming. So if you go to the first chord, the E minor, one string round goes like this. Okay, so it's first one down on the bass strings, and then you're gonna answer with down, up, down, up. In the mid, high area down here, alright? So that is one string round, down, down, up, down, up. In a couple rounds. Okay, so there you have it. Now let's go into the verse play, and you're gonna play E minor 2, then G2, C1, the CB1, and D2. That is just the plain strumming. I'm gonna show you that first. It goes like this. Okay, that is just a plain strumming, but we also have different notes we want to highlight here. So if you can do that, if you want to go for next level, so to speak, you can go into this incorporation I'm going to share right now. It goes like this. Okay, so what you're going to do here is to play E minor, 2 string rounds, the same. When it comes to G, you're going to play 1 string around. And instead of playing the 2nd with strumming, you're going to play 3 notes. You aim for those notes there, and you have open A, 2nd A, and open D. And you can try to pick them at the exact string or play around them, but short picks like this to really get those notes there. So that 3 notes, replaces the 2nd strumming in the G. Then you're gonna continue with C1 in the same way, and then the CB1 in the same way. And when it comes to the last chord D, you're gonna have 1 string around on D, and then you have 2 different ways to end this, and then you alternate these endings. Okay, so the first ending will be to play after 1 string around of D to get the E string there, open E string, and 2nd E string, and then fulfill that with down, up afterwards. So you're gonna play D, 1 string around, and then open to 2nd E, and then down, up, That is the first ending. The second ending is to play again 1 string round on D. And the 2 notes now you want to hit is the second to third. Like this. And then down, up, down, up. And I actually keep that third there throughout this down, up, and end. And that is the second ending. You just alternate these 2 endings with the D. And that is how you handle it with a little bit extra touch to it with the extra notes. So 1 round goes like this with the D endings. Right, you're gonna play that verse till 1 minute and 13 seconds. I'm not sure how many rounds, but you're gonna play till that timestamp. And in the lyrics, foaming at the mouth, I think that is at 1 minute and 13 seconds in. At that point, you're gonna play C 2 string rounds and G 4 string rounds. Okay. And then you're gonna go into C 2 string rounds, G 1 and D1. That chord progression of C2, G1 and D1, you're gonna play for 4 rounds. So a couple rounds goes. Okay. So 4 rounds of that, and then at 1 minute and 40 seconds in, the lyric starts with mistakes. That is where you're gonna play C, G, E minor, and D. The first round of this chord progression is just to play 1 down per chord. So C, G with pauses in between, E minor, and D. In the next 3 rounds, you're gonna start to strumming the same chord progression and play 2 string rounds per chord. So C2, G2, E minor 2, and D2. 2 more rounds. At this point, you are 2 minutes and 18 seconds in, so you paid. That's where you are in the lyric. Now, you're going to continue the strumming, 3 rounds of the chord progression, C2, E minor 2, G2, and D2. So 3 rounds of that goes. 2 more rounds, so C2, E minor 2, G2, D2, and last round. And we are now at the final parts of the song. The outro starts at 2 minutes and 46 seconds in. What you're going to do now is to play in the same way as you started the song with the verse play of E minor 2, G1 plus the melody or G2, then C1, the CB1, and D2 or D1 plus the melody. You're going to play that for 3 rounds. Then, as soon as you finish the last D in the 3rd round, you're going to stay with the D for another 2 rounds of strumming, and then you end on a beautiful G. So I'm going to play the last part for you now, the last round out of these 3 verse play rounds, and then I'm going to stick with the D for 2 rounds and then end on a beautiful G, and it goes like this. And that, my friends, is how you handle Gregory Alan Isakov's mistakes. So it wasn't a mistake to do this song at all. Actually, a great success. What a great song from Gregory. So obviously fits guitar very well. If you love him, then this could be a song to go for. With the capo on fourth here, you have very easy chords to play, and strumming to that makes everything great. So thank you for watching, guys. If you want to support this channel, I'm very happy. And if you want to have Gregory back, then you can wish for him, leave a comment, and on Wednesdays we have Wish Wednesday where you can bring up his songs, so that's an option. Otherwise, I think he's gonna be back here for sure. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. Until next time, play tuned.